team called Scentsy. Before I actually go into the ins and outs of the leadership incentive that is has just been announced, I just wanted to do some recognitions for the team. Top 5 sales for April are Sandrine Savina, Sally Hodder, Joanne Jude, Carly Richardson and Tara Chaplin. So well done to you. Excellent. Really good month in April. Now, for the last 2 months, I have been doing awards and recognition and sending little gifts out to people that have actually met the criteria. And what you will get, if you haven't already done so, is you'll get a nice certificate from me to congratulate you. And you'll also get a bracelet, a silver bracelet like this, and you will get a bead for whichever criteria you've met when you've achieved that goal for the month. This is monthly. Just wanted to point out that when you get your bracelet like this, if you're wondering how to get your beads on, the end with the chain does unscrew. Now I've unscrewed this already, and I don't want to sit here trying to screw it back on. Oh yes, I think I can do. But that is how you get your beads onto the bracelet. It's a lovely heavyweight bracelet as well. So the awards are for 500 PRV. If you achieve over 500 PRV in the month, you'll get a purple bead like this, which has got a little crystal in there as well. So that's a very nice little bead. For over 1,000 PRV, you'll get a little green one with the little stars in. I haven't yet found the correct bead that I need for over 2,000 PRV, but I'm sure someone will get that sooner or later. You will also get, if you recruit in the month, you'll get a really pretty sparkly bead like this. And I should have another one, but I can't see what I've done with it. Oh, and there is another one as well. If you promote in the month, you will also receive one. Here it is. I've got it. I didn't get it out. You will see one like the silver sparkly one, which would be a purple sparkly one, and that's for a promotion in the month. So I'm sure many of you will be filling up those bracelets far too quickly for me to keep up with. And also, in the months, I will award someone with the Shining Star Award as well for the team, and that's someone who I think has worked really hard for the months and deserves recognition for all their efforts. The first month we had Tracy, because Tracy really worked hard, had lots of parties, did amazing PRV, and she was really good. So I gave it to Tracy. Last month was Sally, because Sally did everything into to building her business last month, along with lots of recruits as well. And this month I am awarding the charm, which is this one here. I don't know whether I showed it. It's a little star with some crystals in as well, and it goes on the bracelet. Really pretty. But this month I'm awarding it to Tara, because Tara worked really, really hard, and she didn't do one party at all, but had amazing PRV, and she really put it out there about the pouch parties, collecting orders, basket parties. It really worked for her. So well done, Tara, for the Shining Star for April. The recognition then for the 500 PRV for April is Sandrine Savina, Sally Hodder, Joanne Jude, Carly Richardson, Tara Chaplin, Marie Noel Pennard, I hope I've said that correctly, and Sue Slater. Well done. Excellent for over 500 PRV in April. Top sponsors for the month were Sally Hodder, Joanne Jude and Penny Smith. Congratulations to you too. And I just wanted to make a quick mention of the new team members as well. We've got Sandrine Savina, David Poirier, sorry David, Nicola Kernohan and Laura Basley and Emma Rue. Now Emma's not on Facebook yet, but she is hoping to get on there very soon. Okay, so well done to everybody. I hope we have a fabulous May as well, and do as well as we did last month, or even better. The team is growing now. It's really taking off, and that leads me on to the summer incentive announced on Thursday evening. Now, I've got lots to say about this because some of you may know, some of you may not know that the summer incentive is a very short, sharp one. It covers only 3 months, May, June and July, but it always seems to be the best of the 2 incentives that Scentsy announce each year. Well, it is for me anyway. Now, I was lucky enough to go on the first one that they had here in Europe. The point system was slightly different. In fact, they didn't have a point system at all. You just had to meet a certain criteria. Hello, Tracy.
Oh, hello. I wasn't sure. I started pushing things and, oh, you're there.
I've made a start, but I am recording it, so you can catch up later.
Tara's around. Okay. Tara is around as well.
Tara?
Yeah, she's just posted on Facebook asking if we're still here.
Oh, excellent. I did invite her, so hopefully she'll be on in a minute. Okay, if you want to mute, and then I'll just go through the summer incentive. Okay, so yeah, the first year I was lucky enough to actually earn the trip. It didn't have a point system, it was just a set criteria that you had to do, and they'd never actually offered a summer incentive. I think they had before, because I haven't been around for all the years since he's been in here in Europe, but they did offer an incentive the previous year, but it wasn't anything as good as going to Cancun. So as soon as they announced it, I was like, yes, I'm going to get this. I really am going to get this. And I did. And they only offered it to the top 10. And in fact, only 8 people managed to earn the trip that first year. So it wasn't last year, the year before. And I was only a lead consultant at the time, so it is achievable. And again, I was lucky enough to earn it last year, where the criteria is exactly the same as this year. So I wanted to go over that and just help you make that decision that you can do it too. It is achievable for everybody. And going back to that first year, I know when it was announced, a lot of people said, oh no, I'd never be able to do that. They gave up before they even tried. And it's all about mindset when you're looking at incentives. You've got to set yourself a goal and then work out how you're going to do it. If you don't do it, it doesn't matter. You know, you've grown your business, and you can then look forward to the next year, and you know exactly where you have to be for the following year. You can only get better at this, really. But if you start by thinking positively, get it in your head that I am going to be there, it can happen. So the summer incentive is a cruise on the Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Sea, for, how many days is it? It's from the 7th of January, 1, 2, 3. So it's a 5-day cruise, basically. They'll class it as a 5-day cruise. And it's from, where is it from? From Fort Lauderdale in America, going to Cozamel, the island of Cozamel in Mexico. Amazing. I can't flip away, because I'm going to be there. I know I'm going to be there. There is a 15,000 points system for this that you have to reach to earn the trip. Now, it's not completely free. However, they will give you, on the 15,000 points, they will give you £400 towards your flights to get there. So the actual leadership, the cruise side of it is free, and they'll also give you £400 towards your flights. And I was looking at flights the other day, and they can be just under 500. They might go up in time, but at the moment they're just under £500. But just for that extra, I would be quite happy to pay the difference to be on that cruise, when you think the actual cost of the cruise itself is going to be well over £1,000 each, and it's something that I will never ever get to go there again, so I really want to be there. So it's still very worthwhile. It's still a lot of money that they're spending, and that's the reason why they've added the £400 is because although in region 1 they get the whole trip free if they earn the 15,000 points, flights are a lot cheaper over there. So it does cost them a lot. And the 2 trips that I've done, I know that the flights have cost over £1,000, or $1,000, I should say, to get me to Cancun. So it is pretty expensive for Scentsy, and I think it's very generous of them even to offer the £400 towards flights. Okay, so the criteria then. There are several ways to earn points. If I start really about what you can do and be very achievable is your sales. Now, if you do it's 150 PRV in every single month, that is May, June and July, you will get 1,500 points towards the trip. 150 PRV really is nothing. If you do 500 PRV in a month, that's £552, you'll get 3,000 points towards the trip. Now that's 3,000 points in total, not 3,000 points per month. So you have to be consistency. What they want you to do is be consistent over the 3 months and do your 500 PRV. So if you only do, say you do 500 in May, 500 in June, and you only do 150 PRV in July, then you'll only get 1,500 points over the 3 months. So it's really a case of setting yourself, okay, I'm going to do 500 PRV per month. Now, some of you might think, crumbs, that's an awful lot. But when you break it down and how you're going to actually do that, it isn't too bad. Now, I would say the average party is probably about 200, 250. So if you said you could do 3 parties in a month, that's your 500 PRV. Now, how you do those parties, home parties are obviously going to be the best. That is where you're going to get the most sales from. But you can do other ways of earning that 500 PRV. You can obviously do your pouch parties, you can do your basket parties, you can do an online party. There are so many ways that you can earn that PRV. Even going back to previous customers, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm ringing customers I haven't heard from a long time and see if they need more wax. Just challenge yourself to get maybe six packs of wax from customers. There's just simple ways. You'll get out of it what you put into it, basically. So it just takes a little bit of hard work, a little bit of effort to get to this PRV. So that's a good start anyway. So if you can concentrate on that 500 PRV per month, £552 worth of sales per month. The other way, one of the easiest ways, is to go to Reunion, which is in August. Actually, 31st of July, isn't it, and 1st of August. You'll get 1,000 points for registering for Reunion and attending. Registration is still open to that. If you register by the 8th of May, you will still get the early bird price as well. And the early bird price is £135. After the 8th of May, it'll go up to £150. And also, if you book now, you can pay in instalments, probably 3 instalments now, but it still doesn't matter. You can still pay in instalments, and it makes it much more affordable. We still haven't sorted accommodation there, but we'll sort something. So yeah, that's the other. So you've got 4,000 points straight off. So you just got to think of how am I going to get the rest of the 11,000. So the point system again, you'll then go back to your current consultants. If you have team members that have just joined, you need to then sort of help them and nurture them to get to their 1,000 PRV so that they become certified. The other way is to recruit, which I think is probably one of the easiest ways. If you recruit, you'll get, and that recruit then puts in their first order, you'll get 1,500 points. I know recruiting is not always easy to do, but I was actually having a discussion with Sally the other day because I've got a lady that messaged me and said that she's interested in joining. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's great, you know. So I sent her the ebook, and then she came back and she said, yeah, it sounds really good, but I can't afford the starter kit. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. And then I was talking to Sally, and she said, well, get her to have a party and flip it, which is, of course, perfect. No, I have flipped a party in the past, and it's been disastrous, but we won't go into that. So it's put me off a little bit. But there's no reason why we can't flip a party as well. So as Sally was saying to me, just get her to have a party, invite everybody, all her friends, and come along, and she will then earn all the hostess rewards, and she will also get the commission towards her starter kit back, which is a great way. So you've got it all in one then. She joins and then gets the points at the same time. So that is another thing that I'm going to look at doing as well. I've got to find some more hostesses, because recruits don't come easy. They really don't. And I think that is probably the whole criteria. You'll get most points from doing your 500 PRV, and also for your frontline promoted to certified. But by building a team now, even if they don't make it, or even if you don't make it, you're building a strong team for your next incentive. The other thing I wanted to say was, it's probably a bit off, off the track of what we're talking about here, but I went to a networking meeting the other day. It's the first one I've ever been to, and I was really nervous, and it wasn't local either. And there was a lot of ladies there, all in different types of business. And the owners of the networking company that set this up, they were just so really nice and down to earth, and they said a lot of things that really stuck with me and made me think, what, they're right. And they said to me that people don't buy your product, they buy you as a person. And if you have a connection with someone, that they will buy with you. And that sort of really stuck with me, and it made me think, they're so right. Now, one of the other things, when I was saying about trying to put your business out there, you need to reach new people as well when you're talking about the PRV, and you need to find new customers that will love your product. Facebook is great, obviously, and we can go on the buy sell page. Now, another thing I've noticed, I am sidetracking, but I'll get there in the end, don't worry. One thing I've noticed recently is there's been a lot of people out of the area spamming all the buy sell pages, and it's just an absolute nightmare. They're just flooded with Scentsy consultants. Join my team, have you tried Scentsy, la la la. And it's just really, oh my god, I just want to punch them. I don't want to punch them. I just want to say, stop doing it, because people aren't commenting on their posts. All they're doing is basically spamming it, and nobody is interested, nobody's reading them. And you have to build a relationship with someone to get them, not to get them, but for them to trust you, to know you as a person, for them to like you, and for them to buy the product. Again, I'm sidetracking, but a friend of mine, yesterday actually, she has just started up a new business. And of course I want to support all my friends and their new business and that, so I put a post out there. And it's tropics actually that she's doing, and I've heard of it. It's not really something that I've been interested in. I like skincare. You can get all sorts of skincare products out there. But she was telling me about it, and although she was doing the usual pitch and everything, I was actually sold on what she was telling me. But because she's a friend of mine and I know her and I trust her, I bought some products because I wanted to try them. And that is, again, all down to trust. I wouldn't just buy it from anybody. I bought it from her because I trust her. So it's the same thing. When you're on Facebook, I'm trying to go now on the buy sell pages and create an advert that's not spammy, not just join my team. I'm looking for people that want to host a party. I want people that will product test for me, which is another way of saying, you want a free trial. But Scentsy has this thing about calling or putting in posts about free. So I've now changed it to, do you want to product test? And people are quite liking that idea. But I'm only going on local pages and saying that I'm a local consultant, and I'm just trying to word things correctly so that people will take notice and hopefully try it and then become a customer and then maybe possibly become a recruit. I mean, it might not happen in the next 3 months for the incentive, but it might do further on down the line. But it is creating that trust in someone, that they believe in you. and now I have totally lost the train of thought. But yeah, and going back to the networking meeting that I did the other day, that I did speak with some of the ladies there, and two ladies. In fact, one lady came back to me last night. I gave her a catalogue and I gave her a sample, and we connected on Twitter. Twitter is all new to me, but anyway, we've connected on Twitter, and she really liked the idea, and she liked the sample I gave her, and she's bought from me, and that was just from someone I met on Tuesday, and she thinks it's amazing, and she's like, oh my god, all these scents, can I have this one, can I have that one? She keeps changing her mind on all the different fragrances. She said, I can see this is going to become an addiction. I'm thinking, yeah, it is, because that's how we've become addicted. But she probably would never have bought from a buy sell page, because she didn't know what the product was. But because we've sort of made a connection, I've met her and we've chatted, and she's actually bought from me, and I thought, yeah, that's good. She's not buying me, but you know, she likes me. She's made that connection, and she likes me, and I'm feeling good about it. Anyway, so those are some of the ways that you can aim to get your points for the summer incentive. It is achievable for everybody. I did it when I was a lead consultant, and whatever level you are, you can come in and do it. You could even recruit someone now, and if they've got lots of friends, you know, get them to flip parties, join, do whatever. It is totally achievable. But if you want to do it, then, and let me know, we can then look at goals about how you're going to do it, how you can do it, and then set to work on actually putting everything into process, because it will happen. It will happen. I'm going to be there. You're going to be there, aren't you, Sally?